Hi guys, hope you're all okay. I'm going to start a new mini-series where I discuss my tips for ladies and maybe a few are suitable for chaps who are off to a festival this year. Now, I am personally a massive festival fan. I've kind of done, I'm going to say, most of the big ones. First festival I went to I was 17, I'm now considerably older than that. I've done Reading, I've done Leeds, Tea in the Park, Festival, I've done the Camden Crawl. There's an amazing one in Portsmouth over 3 days and the name escapes me. Happy Days, sorry, Beautiful Days. Did I say Tea in the Park? Boardmasters. I've done pretty much all of them and I love every single one. But I have to say my ultimate festival, my holy grail of festival is Glastonbury. I have been 7 times, 8 times, 7 or 8 times. I love it. I kind of, in my hippy dippy way, I feel home when I am there. It is the perfect festival for me because, you know, as I've kind of expressed in previous videos, I'm a bit of a hippie. You know, I do spend a lot of time in the healing fields and the stone circle. It's not all about the music for me. Obviously, I love jumping up and down the same as the other person, but especially at Glastonbury, you know, it isn't about the pyramid or the presenting stage or the John Peel stage. I love nothing better than being in some of the little, there's the little tea shop, the little tea tent, the little tea shop, all around the healing fields. And in the evening, there's always somebody with a acoustic guitar and a bloke with a box turned upside down, and I just love it. And you can, it's like the only place where one year we saw, was it the Verve? I think we saw the Verve at the Pyramid, and then, no, we saw some random guy with dreads, and literally he was on a guitar. There was a guy with him on a banjo. They had a wooden box thing and one of those scrapey washboards. We kind of sat there and had a few drinks, listened to him, then we walked down and we went and listened to the Verve, and then we went back to the King's Head, I think it's called, or Queen's Head, which is like a mock pub where they had karaoke, and we saw Kate Moss doing karaoke. So it's such an experience, and to me, I could speak for 72 hours about the amazing things that is Glastonbury and how everybody should go, but I know festivals are kind of, everybody has their favourite. So on with my tips. Obviously, I think a lot of festivals kind of merge the kind of things that are useful, but if some of mine are a little bit Glastonbury orientated, I apologise, but I hope you find them useful. So it's May here, and festival season is just around the corner. It is up with us, upon us. Glastonbury is in a few weeks. Unfortunately, due to work commitments, we're not going this year, and I am gutted because there wasn't one last year. Got to give it time for the grass to grow. So, a little bit devastated, but what I would most definitely recommend is the moment, the moment you have bought your tickets, please go out and buy your wellies and your walking shoes. Don't be that fool that thinks, I'm going to wear my trainers, I'm going to wear my Adidas trainers. No, just no. And you know, it's very sweet to wear your flip-flops, especially, you know, in the healing fields, where there's long grass and it's all very bohemian. But if you're going to go down the pyramid, you need your walking boots or your wellies. Just because even if it's a dry year, now I've been very wet years, very dry years, and even with that many people, and there's still like quite a few vehicles, because obviously they're moving things around and emptying things and stuff, there are still quite a lot of vehicles back and forth. It gets muddy, even if there's no rain, and in my 7-8 years of going, there's always been at least one day of rain. There's going to be mud, so you want to wear your wellies, and you can buy wellies there, and a lot of the time they're very expensive, but it's not really to do with price. It's because there's nothing worse than wanting to dance the night away with your newfound friends or your friends you went with, and you've got to sit down because you've got a great big blister on the back of your calf from your new wellies where they've rubbed you, or on the back of your heel. And same with your walking shoes. These things need to be broken in or they will rub. You are on your feet for an extremely long time. You do a lot of walking, be it to different bars or if you're going to the circus or the cinema. Again, that's more of a Glastonbury reference, but you're walking around all day from different places, and if your feet hurt, you're going to be unhappy and you're not going to enjoy it to the full. So break in your shoes before you go. The next kind of tip I would definitely recommend is start a skincare routine. If you don't have one already, start looking after your skin. Now, I'm not judging anyone. We can all see I've got a pimple breakout at the moment, and they happen. But I would definitely recommend, looking after your skin, just because at the end of a festival, your skin is always horrible because you have danced like a fool for a week, and you have sweated under canvas, which is not nice, and you've probably overindulged in a few beverages. So, and of course, with the lack of facilities, you have not washed your face properly. Everybody loves a good wet wipe at a festival, but it doesn't do the same as your Clinique 1, 2, 3. So if your skin is as good as possible before you go, it's going to not be so bad at the end. And also it means you don't have to take quite so many makeup products to kind of cover up any imperfections. And next I'm kind of moving on to hair. If you are the kind of lady that washes your hair every day, start kind of trying to train it to wash it every other day. If you are an every other day washer, start to kind of train it to do every third day. Because the longer your hair, obviously it takes a while for your hair to get used to it, and the longer your hair can go without a wash, the healthier and nicer it will look. The shower and washing facilities are not good at any festival, and I'm kind of make a bold statement and say they're all pretty much rubbish. Beautiful Days is possibly the exception to that rule. They're the nicest facilities I've been to at a festival, but obviously that is a family kind of orientated festival, so it's going to have better facilities in that kind of way. But a lot of these now, there are facilities that you can pay for, or there are like solar powered showers, and Oxfam seem to always have a shower. Is it Oxfam or WaterAid? There always is a paid for shower system at Glastonbury, and it's like a couple of quid and you get 2 minutes. Now, I can't remember. Well, actually I can. Probably the last time I had a 2-minute shower was at Glastonbury. It's not worth it. There are people literally lathering their hair up in the queue because you've only got 2 minutes, and they're not guaranteed to be hot. So you kind of want, if you can get one and you enjoy it, that'd be great, but don't expect it. You want to do as much as you can to kind of, if you have to go without, you're not going to feel minging for it. And the other hair tip I would give is learn how to French braid. Now, it doesn't matter if you've got long hair like me, or a short bob, or lots of layers. Learn to French braid because it will just save you so much time. Even if you just want to French braid your fringe to kind of obviously get that out of the way, or like me, I like to have 2 French braids. Everything's back. If the sun comes out, it doesn't affect any tan lines, and you can sleep in it, and if you've done it tight enough, it should be alright. And I say this because it's the easiest way of keeping your hair out your face and still looks tidy and you don't look like a geek. Obviously there are places where, especially at Glastonbury, you can pay for that to be done. First time I ever went, I paid £36 for someone to double French braid my hair. So I kind of said to myself, I'm not paying almost 40 quid for that again, so I learned. And there are loads of amazing videos on here, on YouTube, that will show you how to do it. And it's just something I recommend. If you can't do it, try and learn it, because it will save you so much time and energy with your hair while you're at a festival. And then my last tip is a little bit of a touchy subject, and I'm not doing this to offend anybody. I'm not doing this as a political or religious thing. This is not me telling you to, woohoo, you're at a festival, go out and get laid. But what I am saying is, if you are a girly and you don't currently use a regular form of contraception, I would go and make an appointment with your doctor. Not for sexual reasons, but I would personally say you do not want to have your period while you're at a festival. They're not clean. They are not the nicest places to just wee. So if you have to actually go and do lady things, I would cry. In all my years, it's only happened to me once, and very luckily it was only a 2-day festival, and it happened on lunchtime of the last day, so it was bearable, but I wouldn't do it again. You can go to the doctors. Especially in the UK, they will give you a prescription of a tablet, but you have to take it from I think it's either the first day of your cycle or from the last day of your cycle. And basically you take that and you take it for the month, so your cycle doesn't come, and then, so obviously that would cover you for while you're away, and then when you take it, your cycle happens like normal and it's done. This isn't me saying, woohoo, go out and get laid. I am not saying that. It is purely so you don't have to go through the horrible thought of having your cycle while you're at a festival. I apologise if that offends anybody. That wasn't my meaning, but that's kind of what's happened. I hope you enjoyed this video. There will be more to come, so watch this space. Bye bye.